Hello, everybody. Let's talk about where my love of basketball came from. My love for basketball came from when I was a young boy, probably around 10, 12 years old, early 2000s. Living in New Jersey, I became a New Jersey Nets fan. The era of Jason Kidd, Richard Jefferson, Vince Carter. I came a Nets fan about the same time that Vince Carter got traded from the Raptors to the Nets. And I remember, and this was just a little bit after their finals years. This was before or after I seen them go to the finals, unfortunately. I was about 10 to 12 years old when I became a fan of the Nets and really started loving basketball. But I do remember watching some of the Nets playoff games at my friend's house when I was younger, when I was living in New Jersey. And I remember a few times watching them lose and always getting excited about the next year, saying, hey, it's going to be next year. We're going to watch it next year. We're going to watch the Nets do it next year. Of course, the Nets never actually made it back to the finals or made it far enough to ever win a championship. And of course, they were probably always, one or two pieces that were missing from that team. But no matter what, as a young child, I always remembered thinking, next year is going to be the year. Next year is going to be the year for the Nets. They could do it. But it's hard. It's hard to win a championship in the NBA. It's hard to make it to the finals. You have to go through a whole lot of tough teams. And they just weren't tough enough. But it's alright. As a kid, it was always fun to watch. Playoff basketball is always fun to watch. Always watching that. I remember one playoff in particular, the ending. The score was like 88-90 or something like that. It was a very low score, of course, because it was mid to early 2000s. And I remember the Nets had the ball with just a few seconds left, and Richard Jefferson ended up getting a corner three, but he missed it. And I think that was the first game of the series in the first round. And I forgot exactly who that was against. But point is, yeah, wins or losses, it's gonna happen. It is the NBA. You never know who's gonna win any particular day. Even the bad teams could be good, and that is what I like. That is what I like about sports in general. But definitely in the NBA, just the life of basketball just really excites me. No matter what happens, the play that led up to, or the plays that led up to that corner three. It's the journey. It's the journey with basketball for me. It's not the end results. Of course, I want to get to the end results, and hopefully my team wins. Of course, that's what all of us fans want, no matter what team you are. Even if it's a team that hasn't made it to the playoffs for 19 years. Every fan base goes for wants their teams to win at the end of it, but at the end of the day, it's just about the journey to get there. No matter what that journey means for you, it's just about the journey. And for me, the journey is just the basketball plays. It's just basketball. It's just being able to watch basketball. If it's me playing basketball, if it's me watching basketball, it's just basketball. I love basketball. I grew up without a father, so I didn't learn any sports from my father. My mom wasn't a sports person. So I grew up without really knowing sports, so that's why I became a sports fan pretty late. It didn't take me nothing but 10 till I was about 10 or 12, maybe 13. I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but I know it was about 2002, 2003, 2004. Probably around 2003, 2004 when I became a fan of basketball. Well, when I found basketball, I just ran with it. It was just one of those things that I wanted to try. And I did try to go out for my high school team, But as you're gonna see, is I've been a big man my whole life. So a lot more people, would of course tell me, "Hey, have you played football?" That's what I heard my whole life. My whole life. Oh, you must have been a football star. Oh, you must have played football in high school. But I tried out for the basketball team. I also tried out for the football team. Not gonna lie, I could have made the roster of the football team, but yeah, I'm not gonna go why I didn't play football. It's not as big of a love, but I did try to go out for the basketball team. But of course, with me being such a big man and out of shape, it didn't really go too well. I didn't make the roster. It's all right, because that year I did find a way to play. I played in my local YMCA league. It was a fun time playing in my local YMCA league. Our team was trash. We didn't win a game. I remember there's like 8 teams altogether, and we played 7 or 8 regular season games, maybe a little bit more. We lost all of them, and then it came to the tournament time, and again we lost. We didn't win a single game. But that didn't stop one of my coaches from telling me I was definitely the best player on the team. I was one of the best players. That's because I showed up every day. I showed up to every practice. I showed up to every game. Unlike most of my other teammates that were on this YMCA league. I'm not surprised. I know every team wasn't going to have a perfect attendance. This is just a YMCA league. This isn't like, oh yeah, my son's trying to become a Division I athlete, go into the NBA or overseas, or just play basketball professionally. Nobody was trying to play basketball professionally here. We were in high school playing in the YMCA league. That was just if you really liked basketball and you knew you weren't good enough to make it onto a team or really try out to play basketball. Yeah, that's what the YMCA league is. But still, if you love basketball, that's a part of the journey that's supposed to be fun for you, because you're still playing the sport that you love. And I was playing the sport that I love. Whether I went out there and got 2 points and 2 rebounds, whether I went out there and got 10 points and 8 rebounds, it was fun. It was fun having that competition. It was fun. But those are the years that I definitely played and watched basketball a little bit more. Was definitely in the early, during high school years, was my biggest time of watching sports and playing it. But once you really started doing the adult life, the adulting, sometimes your love gets lost in the just the mix. Sometimes it gets lost in the mix. And somewhere along the line, I would, go and practice basketball every once in a while, but it wasn't like anything of those serious natures. But until recently, recently I've been playing some more basketball. And just the feeling, even if it's just an hour. Because you're going to see, on the background, you're going to see some plays of me trying to shoot. I'm not good. I'm willing to admit that. I'm not good. But I'm going to get better. Because it's one of those things that I love. Basketball is truly one of those things that I love. Whether it's talking about it, whether it's watching it, whether it's playing it. Basketball is one of those things that I truly love. And I just wanted to make this video to really get inspired in myself. To know that basketball is one of those things that I want to make a career out of my life. And if this is the way to start it, this is the way to start it. I'm not talking about going to the NBA. That ship has sailed. I understand that. I'm 29 years old, about to turn 30, and I'm 300 pounds. And I've been 300 pounds my whole life, except for a half a year when I decided to lose about 50, 60 pounds. Pandemic came and I gained it right back. But let's not talk about that. But it's what I love. And it just regained all the knowledge and information of why I love basketball for the last 2-3 months, going back and trying to lose this weight while playing basketball, while hitting the court for 30 minutes to an hour every day. Yeah, I'm not going to do it for that long. Sometimes I play outside, sometimes I play inside. And if I do play inside, it's a much cooler atmosphere, so I'm able to play for a little bit longer. But when I play outside, I do live in Florida, so it gets a little hot. My shirt ends up looking like I just came out of a swimming pool, because it's hot and humid, and then I be playing in the blazing sun. But that's fine. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it because I love the game. Like I said, I'm not good right now, and I'm willing to admit that. Because every miss, every turnover, every lost ball, all of it, it's just another way to learn. Learn how to get better. If you really love something, you're willing to go through those trials and tribulations. Yeah, it might make you aggravated. This is something that you love, and you sometimes not being able to figure it out, or why am I not shooting better? Why can't I dribble? Sometimes it has to take your own pace, and I realize that. My pace is going to take a little while. I've been playing for about 3 months with about a 2-week pause, just because I went on a cruise, and it took me a while to get back into it, but I did. If I truly love it, then I was going to. I could have played while I was on the cruise, but I just decided to make the cruise time, spend with my girlfriend. I didn't need to play basketball. It was just one of those things where I would rather spend the time with my girlfriend. But it doesn't stop me from not loving the game. I still love it with all my passion, even if I don't want to spend every waking moment right now. That doesn't stop me. This is the way I love basketball. I'll be able to take some pauses. Just like Anthony Davis should be able to take some pauses. Yeah, he's professional, but he takes pauses too. Doesn't mean he doesn't love the game. I'm guarantee you Anthony Davis loves the game. Sometimes it's just better to take a mental break from it. Don't get yourself worn out. Because even if you love it, still doesn't. There's still going to be frustrations that come with it. Maybe there's a day in practice that you go and, I know how professional players without playing, actually having any defense on them, they make almost every shot, but maybe they come in and they're making about half their shots. It's a thing. It happens, even to professionals. Sometimes it could be frustrating, so sometimes you need to take a step back in anything that you do. If you love it, yeah, you love it. But you need to take a break from it too. And I realize that. But it's not going to stop me from loving it. It's not going to stop me from playing it. It's not going to stop me from talking about it. I just need to take a quick step back. And this is anything. If you're a warehouse worker, I know you're not going to really love being a warehouse worker, but some people do. Or some people love playing games and posting games onto YouTube, or just making TikToks. People love this. Sometimes you gotta step away from it, and that's okay. But for me, right now, it's about talking it. It's about watching it. It's about playing it. And it's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna find a way to make it my career, because basketball is one of my true loves in this world. Other than my girlfriend, I love my girlfriend. I love my girlfriend more than basketball, because at the end of the day, we're people and we need companionship. But I'm willing to do whatever I can to play basketball, and she knows that. And she knows that I love basketball. She doesn't like sports like me, but that's okay. This is a journey that she's going to watch from the sideline. And I love that because she knows I love it, and she loves me. And this is life. This is life. Just being able to talk about why I love basketball, why me going out in 95, 70% humidity, 95 degrees, blazing sun, while I'm 310 pounds. Why is it worth going on the court for me? Because I love playing basketball. I just love everything about basketball. It's worth it. I went out this morning. I was out for only about 45 minutes. Again, my shirt ended up getting to the point where I felt like I just jumped into a swimming pool. And then I went to Aldi. And I picked up some things from Aldi with my soaking wet shirt. That looked like, again, I just jumped into a pool. So, yeah. I guess I just wanted to make this video to find some inspiration. Just find some inspiration about finding a way to make basketball my dream. Like I said, I don't gotta play it. I don't gotta play in the NBA. I want to play basketball, yes, but I don't gotta play in the NBA to make it my dream. I ain't gotta work in the NBA to make it my dream. Just finding a way to be involved in a basketball world is enough for me. Because it's basketball. It's basketball itself. Whether it's a high school coach, whether it's talking about it on YouTube, whether it is being an NBA player, it's all basketball at the end of the day. And I'm just trying to do what I love. I guess that's going to be it. Thank y'all for listening. Peace out.